Uh, okay, so, hello and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War. We're going to be starting a new campaign tonight because we finished the Araby campaign last, and, as of this date, I have had several requests to, play through as, let's see, some of the greenskin factions. I don't actually know whether we'll be able to show them. You might notice that the Lord list I have up here is a bit different than normal, and that's because I have already determined what faction I'm going to be playing as. I mentioned it at the end of the last Araby session, because it was one which I was been meaning to have a look at for a while, and it did get updated just recently. But let's see, is there the greenskins around here somewhere? Yes. So, some of the ones which people requested I would have a look at is the Gorbad Ironclaw, the Ironclaw tribe, or the Blue Vipers, which, with the Wii Special mod, have a unique setup. They also start in Lustria, about here, instead of in the Badlands. This might be just because of top knots, but they actually have their own lord and their own bonuses with the Wii Special mod, but I do not have that mod active. I also don't have the OVN Lost Factions mod active. Also, Greybeard's Prospectors. Now, I don't know whether each of these mods... Actually, I know... Let me cut to the chase. The faction we're going to be playing as is this one here. The Burning Tide, which is the Rise of the Dragons mod by Belisarian, which I've been having a look at for a while. And it's quite nifty, as you can see. It's got a unique video here for the Lord, which is quite cool. And all these different abilities. We'll get into them in a bit. But, yeah, to be able to play this mod, I've had to disable OVN Lost Factions and Wii Special. This is because the Burning Tide faction here takes over or replaces the Greenskin faction, which is located here. Is this the right place? Yes, it is. This is south of where Clan Moors begins. And any mod which modifies this, which Wii Special does, and it appears OVN Lost Factions does as well, is incompatible with it. So we're going to have to play without those. But, yeah. Let's see. I don't believe this faction is like... anyway. I was going to say is that balanced. But, well, it's an army of dragons. Or at least it gets up to that. So, you know, got a lot of work into it. Looks pretty nice. So, let's see. Burning Tide. Faction effects enables recruitment of draconic units. Adds a 4th level to gold mines, as dragons really love gold and gems and are willing to help with mining them. Okay. Adds Rage Fire, resource used for casting Grand Army spells. We'll see more of that when we get into the campaign. Unit recruitment cost, minus 15% for goblin units. This, because our army is actually like a mixture of custom sort of draconic units and goblins. Because the, I believe the sort of lore of it is this dragon has taken control of a greenskin tribe as a series of underlings. Public order minus 2 all provinces. Leadership minus 10 all armies. I suppose because they're forcefully fighting for the dragon. Lord effect, raging fire plus 2. That's our unique resource for casting spells during combat, I believe. 15% fire resistance for the Lord's army, and untainted plus 12 for local province. Rage fire, resource used for casting powerful spells that can turn the tide of battle. We can get a War, call upon additional goblin and draconic armies to field against enemy forces. The Underway, we can use that as well. And unit roster filled with fast goblins wielding flaming weapons and strong dragons. Yes. Let's get started then. Istarzia has usurped control of the goblin tribe by force. After completing a magical ritual, she has become weakened. However, the ritual has granted her great potential, and she is slowly regaining her strength. Now, with established rule over goblins, and with help of her dragon kin, she is ready to take on the world. So I've been looking at this mod because it's interesting. It's got a lot of sort of unique spell effects. Mod's quite well thought out, I think, and the mechanics are interesting as well. As I said, some of the abilities will probably go into a bit of the overpowered area, but that's nothing new. We've seen things like that with the Steel Rain Mortars and the Dread Quake Mortar for the Chaos Storm, the Steel Quake Mortar for the Rabius Prospectors. You can see one of the abilities over there. Massive Fireball. Some of the effects, though. Nice. Also, for people on YouTube, as I've mentioned before, since I changed how recordings are done in my OBS streaming update, you're going to have to sit along for the loading of the campaign. I apologize, but I can't pause it mid-recording anymore. It's a shame. It seems like it's a lot easier on my CPU, so that's a positive. I think we might do this for five episodes. And then we'll move on to the other ones, perhaps. We'll see. I would like to do a campaign in the old world, but I wanted to have a look at this one first. I've been meaning to do so for a while. I have had a fiddle around with them before, on my own, off stream. Could I remember about it? Our lord is really good. Having a dragon as a lord is a nice, reliable monster which you can use to turn the tide of battle. Also, flaming attacks and all that. The goblin forces, they're a bit better than the normal goblins, I think, but the lower leadership, or at least the leadership penalty we get, hurts a bit. But flaming attacks are nice, and I think they might have something else. I'm not too sure. You can see some of these other units here. I think these are called like Draconic Guard. Like flaming looking Croxigors. I haven't looked at this for a while, so some of the updates which come through, don't entirely know all the changes which have been made since I last had a look at them. One of them, and quite a prominent one, as you can see, is the Lord Istarzia up here. Has these glowing runes on her model, which are really nice. It's a really nice effect, and I think it changes also, because I think she gets like a fire form or something like that. Become more powerful during a battle, and I think it changes to a sort of a glowy, fiery texture on it, which is neat. Okay. And when I was checking to see whether this loaded properly, we do start at war with Clan Moors and the Karak. So we're going to have to get rid of both of them pretty quickly. I think we'll go against Clan Moors because their capital is closer by. And getting a hold of a capital settlement will be of great help to us. And then we'll be able to go down to Karak and liberate that from the dwarves. Anything else I want to mention? Let's see. I do have the Bragon faction mod enabled. I subscribed to that, and that's now active in the campaign. That is the mod which modifies the Draconians, which are located off in Lustria, makes them similar to Marcus Wolfheart's faction over there. Though I haven't had a look at them as yet. But that's now part of this. I was also cleaning up my mod list and subscriptions and all that, because I think I might try and make a pack of them so that people on YouTube and or stream can sort of play with all the mods I play, because I've had a few requests for that. It means tidying it up, though, because I'm subscribed to a bunch of mods, but I don't have them all active at once. So I think if I made a pack, it would actually have a list of with all the mods I'm subscribed to, regardless of whether I'm actually playing with them or not. Some of them are because they're not updated. Some of them are just obsolete, because I was subscribed to them and I never unsubscribed to them. Such is the case with the GCCM mod parts. They're no longer needed. It's actually a bit of maintenance on my part, which I should have gotten around to earlier, but it's about time I got around to doing that. As good as an excuse as any, I suppose. Starting to get myself off my butt and tidy up my subscription. Some other ones are just what I want. One of them is the Immersive Banners mod, which was actually picked up by another modder to update in place of the original modder, who's not doing modding anymore. So they have their permission to update the mod in their stead. That was subscribing to a new mod and unsubscribing to the old mod, but that's still the same. Some of them I might leave in the list. I'm not sure whether the heraldry and uniforms of the High Elves works. I feel like it should, because it just modifies textures, but I haven't tried it to see whether it does. Because I do like that one, but I haven't had it active for quite a while. And we've noticed we haven't actually fought the High Elves in any of my series. And there we go. Yes. Okay, so here we start in Mount Arachnos, which would have been really great to have in my Forest Goblins playthrough. But, yeah. Let's have a look at our Lord. Istarzia, the Dragon Queen here. One and only Dragon Queen, young fire dragoness, wielding devastating fire magic. 1,000 upkeep. Oh, great. Though the rest of her army is quite cheap, comparatively. Except for this cannon drake, we'll get to that. Let's see. 25% missile resistance, 15% fire resistance, siege attacker, resilience, causes fear, causes terror, encourage, kindle flame as a passive, sun dragon's breath, causes fire damage, powerful explosion, strong versus a single unit, and also fireball barrage. So they can dodge my fireballs, but can they dodge all of my fireballs? This is, yeah, it's like multiple fireballs in a row, if I remember. Very useful for dealing with enemy lords. 70 armor, 80 leadership. I think we've got a bunch of penalties. I think that might be tied to... we'll have to have a look at it. 104 speed, 34 melee attack, 30 melee defense. 413 weapon strength, 292 of that is armor piercing, and a 60 charge bonus. Also, of course, she flies. As you would expect with a dragon. Let's have a look at skills. It's kind of interesting. You think playing as a dragon faction, and then you've got a bunch of goblins, or a bunch of greenskins, but it makes sense, because greenskins are often used as fodder or mobs as other factions. By other factions, rather. So let's see, yeah, we start off with Fireball Barrage, Kindle Flame, who are also immortal. As is appropriate for a legendary lord. We have a few unique things up here. Claws of Rampage. Which is apparently like a bunch of claw blades on the dragon's claws. Plus 80 armor piercing, plus 21 melee attack, plus 15% weapon strength, and also discouraged. Lovely. Presence of the Queen, plus 4 leadership. Enemy leadership minus 3, local region. Charge bonus plus 7%, and melee attack plus 8. Do we actually have... here we go. Okay. So, this is... I think this... this might change during our campaign? I'm not too sure. But, let's see. Purifying Flame. After absorbing the powers of the comet, which was cleansed with purifying flames, Istarzia is left weakened, but has gained great potential. So, Raging Fire plus 2 per turn, but also a bunch of penalties. Miscast Space Chance plus 100%. Ooh. Cooldown, plus 30% to spells. Winter Magic Power Reserve, minus 10. Armor, minus 30. Yeah, melee attack, minus 30. Weapon Strength, minus 10%. Melee defense, minus 30. 50% fire resistance to the army, and Untainted, plus 12. So she's weaker because of this. But I think we'll be able to improve that during the campaign. Riches of Dragons. Proper dragons know, smell, and feel gold from a mile away. Increases our raiding, looting from settlement, industry building, sacking, settlements, and post-battle loot. And Flaming Sun. Like Flaming Sun repels any lurking darkness and burns away corruption. Ward save 3% for all units, armor plus 8 for the Lord's Army, and Untainted plus 5 for local province. Skill dump. It does bloody nothing. Okay. Are we going to need that? We've got a lot of skills here. Let's see. Dragon's Fury. Extra charge bonus, melee defense and attack. Power Overload. Bombardment causes major magical damage, slowly expands to a huge area of effect, good against armor, weak versus a single combatant. Protection of Fire. Extra armor, melee defense and physical resistance. Armor of Might. Lowers weapons, wins a magic power reserve. Increases armor, melee defense, melee attack, ward save, and weapon strength plus 20%. Also increases upkeep for the Lord by 20%, so that'll be an extra 200, I think, on top of the 1,000. Diplomatic relations, minus 10 with all factions. The upkeep increases because, as it says, bladed armor uses the Dragoness's arcane potential to increase her physical might, changing her into a whirlwind of steel and fangs. It needs to be regularly maintained and cleaned, or things will fall off. So that's a reason for the upkeep increase. Ritual of Flame. This is what I think improves our character. I think. After undertaking the first part of the Ritual of Flame, the Queen has become a powerful fire mage. Some of the descriptions could, of course, be improved a bit. The grammar is a bit weird. Well, it's a bit wrong in places. I'll just say that. So, I'll try and sort of read them as possibly what is intended. Minus 40% cooldown to spells. Minus 20% miscast base chance. Plus 15% magic resistance and ability Dust Totem. Summons a Cygor, huge stationary area of effect. We could use that twice. Ooh. Flaming Dome. True Ramstein concert if I've ever seen one. Okay. That's a funny description. Might be best to keep it in setting though. The Queen channels the essence of fire through herself to create a protective ring while empowering those inside with the power of industrial metal. Okay. Bombardment, durations for 30 seconds. Target itself can use if flying. Huge explosion area. Good against flying. Cannot move and unbreakable. On contact. Plus 30% weapon damage. Damage resistance. Range, missile damage. Plus 25 leadership. Plus 70% missile resistance. Okay. I think this is like a buff for units around her in 50 meters. That's maybe what I'm getting from that. Glowy tats. It gives a bunch of winter magic cost reduction for spells. Some extra physical resistance and miscast base chance, minus 20%. And armor of power. Rune-plated armor of the Dragon Queen unlocks all of her magical power, as well as providing some protection. It needs to be regularly maintained and cleaned. Looks are everything, and when runes are dirty, they are not working properly. Minus 70% miscast base chance, Winds of Magic Power Reserve plus 50, and armor plus 20%. Plus 20. Ward save 10%. Weapon strength minus 50%. Okay. Huh. So do you choose between these? Like this one, if you want stronger, like a stronger melee fighter, or this one if you want a stronger spellcaster. The yellow tree is the same for the most part, except interestingly, iron willed is up here. Usually that's down here, I think. Yeah, it increases casualty replenishment rate and wound recovery time -1. Nice. And firewire. This is usually... Is this usually in the yellow tree? Is that usually in the red tree? The wire. It's the wire ability, but it's firewire. Just like a normal wire with an extra fire, with a little extra fire on top of it. Flamey choppers sure look good. Wah! I think it has the same bonuses as a normal wire. Maybe a little bit better, except it also gives fire damage, which is quite nice. Flame Storm, Flaming Sword of Ruin, the Burning Head, Evasion, Piercing Bolts of Burning, Fiery Convocation, all the flaming spells. Earthing, Magical Reserves, and Fuming with Rage. Increases Raging Fire +1 per turn. Intimidating Presence, the combos. Scales, Claw, and Fire. We have got some things to improve our draconic units here. A Bellower, Sneaky Stabbers, Dragons Rule. Biggest and strongest, Savage Smarts, renowned and feared. And the blue tree is the same for the most part, I think. Really green, Warpath. So yeah. I think with all this though, we wouldn't really focus on this at all. Okay, and then we've got our goblins. Fire Goblin Spearmen. Goblin unit. Led and imbued by an elite draconian. Thanks to it, they perform slightly better in fighting than basic goblins. But with all that fire, they're also more visible. Okay, so they can't sneak as well. Expendable still. Yep, I think the usual stats for a goblin. Maybe a little bit better? They have flaming attacks and they give burnt, which is quite nice. -8 leadership for attack. Fire Goblin Archers, the same also. They have flaming ammunition and they give the burnt effect on hit. It's quite nice. They've also got all a innate fire resistance. Fire Wolf Riders, the same, again, pretty much. And the Cannon Drake. Large Drake with a cannon on its back, because can you really have too much firepower? Melee attack is flaming. Weapon strength anti-large. Armor piercing. Ammunition is 9. And it's got, yeah, a lot of missile damage because it's got a cannon on its back. 4 projectiles. I think I might shoot fireballs? Not too sure. I can't remember. 5%, 10% physical resistance, missile resistance, 25%, fire resistance, 30%. Fire while moving and all that. Okay. And this is a raging fire up here, which is our resource. Raging fire is a manifestation of the Queen's rage. With every soldier fallen, city burnt, battle lost, her rage grows and her power with it. So, yeah, we get that from those, I suppose. Yeah, from characters, units created from buildings and battle casualties. But also we lose it while we cast grand spells, which are during battles. This is one down here, I think. Yeah, Fire Elemental Army. We get 2 casts of this potential during a battle. Summons a unit of fire elementals. Powerful units, ideal for combat. Spawned units fight in this battle only. Missing an army? Use this. Summon some powerful fire elementals onto the battlefield. Costs 25 of the Raging Fire resource. Full cost even when only 1 stack is used. No backsies here. Okay. Maybe it summons... I'm not too sure what it means. Does when you use it, does it summon 2 units? Or does it cost 25 to cast it once? And then you can cast it a second time, but it doesn't cost another 25. So like casting it once uses 25, but then you should cast it a second time. Okay. That might be what it means. Do we have any things? Raining camp, use underway, ambush, march. Nope. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I think this is the same for the most part. As I was saying, this would have been so useful playing as the forest goblins. +10 leadership for the Arachnarok spiders, faction wide. poison attacks for armies in this province and adjacent provinces. Sticky webs. Local armies. I don't know what that does. I don't even know what that does. I suppose maybe it's a hold ability? Unit recruitment of forest goblin spider riders and archers. And then the sacred arachnos hives. There's 15% speed. Sticky webs again. Provides garrison, the Arachnarok spider. Really? You get the Arachnarok queen as a garrison. The regiment of renown. That's quite nice. There's also squeak nests here. Which is a resource building. Oh, is that because we've got the exotic animals? Okay. But yeah, that would have been nice to have. Maybe they could have these in a few other places around the map. Just thinking of my Forest Goblin campaign. Yeah, so we've got goblins, and that's it, really. I am playing with the expanded roster for greenskins. We do have some orc guys up here, but I might not recruit them and just stick to goblin big bosses because black orc big boss, orc big boss, they'd be the only orcs in our army. So we'll stick to the goblins. We do get night goblins, fanatics, that's nice. Ragnarok spider. There's also this tree here, fire tent, where we get our fire goblins as spears and archers. Fire wolf riders, fire elementals, we can actually recruit those. I think those are the croxicals looking guys. Living flame, taking form under the will of a fire mage. These fire elementals are vicious monsters. Anti-large. Oh. 15% physical resistance, 40% fire resistance. Fire altar, which generates raging fire, +1 per turn. +5 leadership for goblin local armies. -100 maintenance cost. Magma elementals. Are slower than their fire counterparts, but are also sturdier. Yeah, they've got 120 armor. Anti-large again. 15 bonus versus large. Okay, immune psychology. Physical resistance. Flame resistance. Cool. Interesting, they don't seem to cause fear, at least. You'd think that they would. Like, maybe the fire elementals could cause fear and the magma elementals cause terror? I don't know. I mean, I assume the dragons, the ones higher up here do. Dragon Consort does cause terror. Cannon Drake doesn't cause fear or terror. Royal Guard. Elite Draconian Guard. Bodyguards of the Queen. They keep goblins in line. Hide Forest. Black paint. Black paint means that we're cooler and tougher than diamond-plated differential calculus. What? Okay. Constant. Target self. Affect allies in range. 100 meters. Ooh. Okay. +16 leadership and +8 melee defense. I was going to say, if they're keeping goblins in line, you'd expect them to have encourage. But no, this improves them. You keep them nearby and they get the benefit of this. That's quite nice. Draconian Berserkers. Berserk Axe Infantry. Yeah, 400 upkeep. 41, 33, 50, 30. Frenzy. Immune Psychology. White Paint. White Paint announces to the world that we're here for killing and smashing. Constant. Self affects allies in range 100 meters again. Weapon +10% weapon damage and +8 melee attack. Razor End Drakes. Ground Drakes with spikes on their backs. Spikes can be bristled to bolster defense. Okay, bonus versus large again. Spiked Carapace. Razor Drakes can bristle their spikes to be more durable. Unfortunately, this will make them slower too. Oh, I see. That's like an ability you can use, and it lasts for 60 seconds. Gives them improved stats, but slows them down. Okay, you use it when they get into combat. Fire Drakes. Fiery ground dragons with abilities to scorch any enemy. I suppose they're like salamanders? Yeah, 35 flaming attacks. 46 armor piercing. Ammunition is flaming and magical. Burnt and armor piercing as well. Cool. You got the Cannon Drake up here. We've actually got a rank 5 unit from the beginning. And the dragon consort, which I think is pretty much just like a dragon. Consorts of the queen protect the dragonflight with the utmost ferocity. Their magma breath melts even the toughest of armor. 550 upkeep. 70 armor, 110 leadership, 95 speed, 52 melee attack, 50 melee defense, 520 weapon strength, 380 of which is up, and 45 charge bonus. And Guardian, okay, that's nice. It calls Terror. Magma Dragon Breath. Magic Missile, 3 casts of it. I suppose it's like other Dragon Breath attacks. Okay, well, let's get the fire tent. And, what's our upkeep? Our income? 384. I'm going to have to build part of shiny stuff. Though we do have a -6 to our, public order. I'd only be able to cover 4 of that. If I built this, we'd get more growth. Peerless. Moving on. Let's go here. What's our garrison? Goblins. And some forest goblin spider riders. The fire goblins do have higher upkeep. How much did they cost? 75. Get the pile of shiny stuff. Quick says no. We're gonna have to deal with you pretty quickly. Escape and brew.
I will not disgrace my
Rund, hold fast. And yeah, we've got the normal greenskin research tree here, so I suppose for this I don't really know. Go for spiders again? End turn. It might be nice if we had more variants of the goblins. Because we've got fire goblins with spears, fire goblin archers, fire goblin wolf riders. I mean, I suppose, you know, you can't really have fire night goblins. Oh. Ooh, do we get let me see. No. Okay. I was going to say, because I have the expanded rosters mod, I was going to see whether we get hill goblins and the like, but we don't, actually. We don't get a forest goblins either. Get giants and trolls. I'm kind of surprised at that. I'd think trolls would be rather terrified of all the fire around.
What is your dark purpose?
Okay, want to deal with them pretty quickly. Let's go here. And get that. Bulk out our army a little bit more. And then I think we'll go and attack Queek. Oh well, they come and attack me. Hello Queek, how's it going?
I will destroy them.
You have 2 units of storm vermin, clan rats, gutter runners with slings, warp lightning cannons, clan rats, wolfage. Yeah, I don't think you have very good chances. You are a duelist, but I have a dragon. 2 dragons, actually. I don't like your chances, Queek. Better run now. I think maybe instead of going over into Nehekara, we'll go east and go down towards the last defenders. Because we haven't gone that way before. We're gonna have to send our Dragon Queen off to deal with the Warp Lightning Cannon, I think. Yes. Okay. Let's start deployment. And do this. And you can go there. Let's have a look. They're actually led by a draconian guard, I suppose it is. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like the metal bits on it. That's just retextured of the lizardman unit. That looks pretty cool. Could possibly look maybe a little bit different, but I don't know how you'd change that. So it's a bit more further away from the whole lizardman, but you know. Yeah, they're led by one as well. Here's the what are they called? Fire Wolf Riders. They're pretty cool. I like the flaming effect on them. It is some alpha layers which are a bit problematic on them. The hair, it's the hair around their neck as well as the whiskers and the eyebrows and all that. Does look like the alphas have been changed. I think I've seen other people mention this or had this issue on the Discord, so bringing it to just asking about it on Discord, you might be able to find how to solve that. But I like the look of them. Also, they're flaming weapons. Quite nice. Do the others have them as well? Yeah, they do. Look at that. They've got flaming effects on their bows. So yeah, the alpha is also on there. Is off. The cannon drake got an organ gun on his back. And Istarzia the Dragon Queen. It's looking very impressive. I really like the runes, how they're done. How they have a bit of glow on them. The armor is also quite nice on her as well. Nah. Very cool. The cannon drake does look a little silly with it just sitting on there, but oh, I see. It's got like a crate underneath it. And a skull on it too. It's just because it looks like it will shoot him in the back of the head, but of course that's unavoidable. I like that it's got a metallic look to it, scales. That's nice. And the runes effect as well. The texture works really pretty well done. Normal goblins, fire goblins. Again, I like their flaming spears. That looks pretty cool. It's nice effect without just having like a flaming effect on the blade. I rather like the look of the sort of flame enchanted metal than just having a flaming effect off on their spear. Yeah. I think next perhaps unique symbols for their shields. Something to represent the faction rather than just green skin shields. That would look nice. uniforms, perhaps, which looked a bit more in line with the faction. But yes. Okay. You can hold you two and you. Okay, so Istarzia, she has, yeah, Sun Dragon's Breath, Fireball Barrage, and a Fire Elemental Army. Okay, let's get started. Gonna have to deal with that Warp Lightning Cannon. You're capable. Go and deal with it. Before they shoot you out of the sky. What's the range of this fire cannon? Fire Drake? There. 250 range. Not that far. Wider. It's a wider arc. Oh, there goes the lightning cannon. Warp lightning cannons. Get them! And they just break. Nice abilities. To discourage.
Seeking distraction.
And the nice thing is, they're just goblins. Who cares about them? Oomph. There goes two. That was a pretty good shot. They got one more shot off. But now it's broken. And they're pelting her with rocks. How dare they? There's the Cannon Drake. There's other Skaven have rallied. Okay, have they shattered? There they have. Okay. Come back now. Interesting, the Cannon Drake can actually fire while in combat. Flaming arrows. That looks cool. Okay, attack them. Where is Queen? Use Fireball Barrage. Whoa! Remember when I said this faction might be a little overpowered? Oh man. It didn't do too much damage. I mean, it did instant shoot, instant kill him, but yeah. And a whole barrage of fireballs. How many kills did you get? 54. I mean, our units are just goblins. They're not anything fantastic. So we kind of need our Lord to be quite good. Okay, go there, come around. Ow, warp lightning. No. Those runes look so cool. How they're all glowy. Rah! It's kind of like, who's on our team? Nom.
Winds rise.
And there we go. Ow.
Annihilates them.
Get him. Nom. Nom. Okay. Well. Ooh. Actually. I'm not used to having fast-moving cavalry, so yeah. Fire wolf riders. I think they're actually faster than the normal ones. 130 speed. If so, very nice for charging down fleeing
Hell
units.
sorcery. Hatred burns.
Go get Queek.
We are doomed.
Ah! Stab, 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 stab. Oh, poor Queek. Nom. Come on, get after it. Take off again and then land again. You just like stepped on him. Nom. Ah. Is he dead? Yeah, he is actually. Well, or he's, you know, playing dead. Okay, end battle. Close victory. Hooray! 358 kills for our cannon drake. 83 for Istarzia. Istarzia, sorry. 63, 170 for our fire goblin wolf riders. Mostly because they're chasing units down. 51 kills for our fire goblin spearmen there. Pretty good. What got the most kills in their army? 28 for their storm vermin. Only 5 for their warp lightning cannon, even though they got a few shots off. They didn't apparently hit us too much. 10 kills for Queek. Probably a few more kills for the spellcaster, actually. Morphage? Yeah, Morphage. So I think we'll take this victory, and then we'll go and attack their settlement. So I want... what's it called? Mount Orc? Something like that. I can make better use of it than we can. Only one kill for their gutter runners. I suppose they got hit by the cannon drake and the archers and then just broke pretty quickly afterwards. Kind of interesting that the AI decided to recruit another army rather than buff the current army. Okay. What other news has there been in modding? There was actually an update to Araby in Ovian Lost Factions. We wouldn't have gotten it during our campaign anyway, but some of the hero units have actually gotten... They actually have, I think, or they're going to be getting 2 new hero units. I think one of them is like a captain equivalent, and another one is a nomad sort of, you know, scout type hero. Also, a bunch of the heroes can get sort of appropriate mounts, like camels and, you know, horses as well. So that's nice. Let me see if I can find that. He says, and then immediately regrets it because, oh dear. Let's just hope the game. Minimize out of it. I shouldn't. If I just leave it, then Windows will think nothing is wrong. But yes, having some extra heroes would be nice, especially the nomad hero. Be good to lead around the Bedouin scouts and Tuareg raiders, or whatever they're called. The horse cavalry units, as well as the camels. Because I do like having my cavalry detachments in my armies at least led by a hero. Gives them a little extra... And also looks cool when they charge. Led by a hero. I think there was also some new models shown off by Games Workshop recently. I think they were like... I gotta say they're new giant models. I believe they've changed the names of giants in Age of Sigmar and they're called Gargants or something now. Which just puts to mind a Warhammer 40,000 large... what's it called? Construct for the orcs. But, oh well. They look very nice though. And they're quite a bit bigger than the old giant models. Which, I remember when the plastic giants were actually introduced, they were compared against the metal giants as being quite a bit bigger. So the giant models have gotten even bigger. Which is kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Ransom captives, slaughter captives, or eat captives. And Dragon is quite impressive. It's magic. Yeah, the model work on it's really nice. Powerful spellcaster too. And it will get even more powerful. Really like the room I've said before. Also, welcome. Kill. For the extra leadership. Yeah. Can't melee though. No. We've got a penalties to melee. I think they will raise when we get a certain ability or item, but or it will get better, but rather hampered in the melee combat area as it is at the moment. Still pretty powerful because it is a dragon, but I think it's like 36 or something melee attack and defense. Bonus versus infantry +6.
Supreme sorceress.
Yeah, 34 and 30. You can see we get a large penalty due to this. Which, don't know whether that I'm not sure how it works. I haven't played this much, so let's see. We don't really need this because our units already have flaming attacks. Get the burning head. Go.
What is your dark purpose?
Fire skull, flaming storm. Yeah, I'll get the burning head first because it's, you know, I can direct it. This is more random, so get that afterwards. Fiery convocation is kind of makes that a bit obsolete. I mean, this has burnt. This doesn't, so.
Unparalleled.
Do I want to attack this outright? What's the chance that they have walls?
Mother of the Dark Convent.
We could deal with it anyway. Flaming sword increases missile damage, which kindle flame does another 22%. That is true. Yeah. That would do. Casting that and that would improve the damage our units, these ones at least, deal anyway, because they've got flaming attacks.
Dark sorceress.
Okay. Go and attack Karak Orud.
Attack, you fools.
Okay, what have they got? Yeah. Storm vermin, clan rats. Clan rats. Should be able to take that.
I will
Lay siege. My army is a bunch of goblins. It is. It is. Rely heavily on the Lord. We also have this ability. I can summon some fire elementals to help, but yeah, they are just they are just lords. We can actually get other dragons as lords. 800 upkeep, so it's not really an option at the moment. Or a goblin lord. I don't know if Lemisra Edbutt is an appropriate name for a dragon, but Rasherin Spitebacker. Can maybe recruit one of these. No, I don't have enough money.
scream for me.
Oh well. And turn. If they attack us, then yep. Okay. Ah. Let's see.
The weak shall fall.
I feel pretty good about being able to deal with this. Maybe. I feel better about it now, with it being another crossing fight. Why do we always get these crossing fights in this valley? Is it just because it's in a valley? Double dragon. I think we could actually get dragons as a unit, so the dragon consort or something like that. Be able to get a few dragons in later on, but yeah, very high upkeep costs, so not something we're going to be able to get anytime soon. I like the portrait they have up there for the dragon. I'm going to be very, very picky here and say that the unit card for the Goblin Archers is perfectly fine, except for this little bit between their legs, which hasn't been tinted red like the rest of the background. I'm so picky. Okay, they're coming in over there. Let's go here. Oh, we actually have a few more goblins. And there. And you. Take you off fire for the moment. You can go there. Okay, hold. You there, and you there. 51 leadership, not gonna work. Wow. Yeah. We've got rather low leadership. Let's see, what have you got over here? Clan rats, game and slave slingers. The warp lightning cannon is there also.
With haste.
Go and try and deal with that. Nah. People was just showing. Oh, look at that! They've actually got a flaming effect around them. Oh, I see. It's like that. Okay, when I get rid of the HUD, the ability gets removed as well.
Enchantress.
Okay, they don't have walls, so we shouldn't have to worry about warp bombs. Ow. Ow. Okay, good. If you could, like,
Foul sorceries.
scare them off. Just like that. Thank you.
Traveling.
Now, run back pretty quickly. Cannon Drake. Thank you. Whee!
Supreme sorcery.
Pretty good, pretty good. Not so good, not so good. It's going over my own units. Be a little better than it was. But, you know. Roar. Yes, you do.
Supreme sorceress.
Hold off on using that for the moment. I don't necessarily feel like we're going to need that just yet.
Inflicting pain. Fell sorcery. Seeking
Okay, get that guy. Shoot them. Nom. A nice image of a dragon eating a rock. Nom. Gastroliths. Dragons would be related to birds, wouldn't they?
Through key sorcery.
Boing. There you go. Ah. It's just a wave of Skaven.
Supreme sorcerer.
Okay. Hold off. Go over there.
Annihilate them.
Go attack him. You are getting rather injured, my lord. Attack those Night Runners.
Dark power.
Oh, good. You didn't retreat off the map? That was a bit odd. Looked like you had. Okay. You can, get stuck in too. 'Cause, I mean, you are a dragon.
Beyond compare.
Ow! I think he cast, Howling Warp Gale on it. Come on. Nom.
Hatred burns.
No. Dark apples? I think you're mistaken, Skaven. Okay, charge them. Wah! You got a heck of a charge on them. I suppose it's because they're so fast. There we go.
Dark sorceress.
Bit of hurt, but we won in the end. I should keep their lords alive, because then they're weakened in the next battle. Oh well. Kill as many of them as we can. Ah! Weaken those storm vermin. Okay. They're just Skaven slaves. We don't really need to bother about them, I suppose. The rest is fine. Pyrrhic victory! You think you can make 90 leadership goblins with Skarsnik? I wouldn't be too surprised. It's been ages since I played as Skarsnik. Our low leadership is kind of a problem, but a lot of our units have burnt as an effect when they attack, so it's lowering the enemy's leadership by 8 whenever they hit them, so it's quite nice. Includes our ranged units, or at least our fire goblin archers. Also, just General the Terror from our lord. So she did get hurt quite a bit in that. 190 kills to its Istarzia though. 358 for the Cannon Drake again. Did pretty good. Didn't even get hurt. It's a decent melee combatant too, so after it's run out of shots in its cannon on its back, it can get into melee. Morphage, 98 kills. Could have dealt with you a bit faster. Oh well. Whatever. Does Howling Warp Gale deal damage? Not too sure. We lost about half of our army though. Just over half actually. Well. Probably that flaming skull I cast. If only it didn't deviate so much. I don't think it used to deviate like it did. Quite a while ago though, I think. Sort of wiggles back and forth now. A bit more than it used. A bit more. Or more. At least our army is slightly fire resistant. So they can survive getting attacked, getting hit by my spell a little bit. At least 50% fire resistance. That's going to stop them from taking any damage, isn't it? I think so. No kills for these Skaven slaves. I think the only reason why I use those as the Skaven is for the leadership penalty enemy units get when they're under attack by missile units, but damage wise you don't get them for that. At least I don't. They're really not worth it. We did destroy an army nearly, defeat armies nearly twice our number though. That's pretty good. 200 off. I'm going to need more of those fire goblins. But you don't really need to have them as a majority because other than the fire attacks, they're basically goblins, so you can just have them dispersed throughout your army and make use of their burnt effect, which is honestly why I'd get them for the most part. Rather than having an army for them. Because it doesn't matter how many of them you've got, if they hit a unit, the burnt effect affects them, so... slaughter the captives. Pyrrhic victory. Okay, how's it going here? Stretch. Really? One of the names can get a stretch? Okay. Ooh, we've got a new ability here now. Brilliant Sun. Brilliant Sun shines upon the battlefield, banishing darkness and igniting hope and strength to push forward. Costs 25. You have one cast of it. 120 seconds duration. Target self, ground, affects allies at range, map wide. Increases missile damage, speed, leadership, charge bonus, weapon damage, melee attack, and vigor. Ah, that's pretty nice. Like a buff to your entire army when you cast it.
I will destroy them.
That'll be because, yeah, this has gone up.
The weak shall fall.
Grand spells cost 25, are unlocked gradually at 25, 50, and 75. Okay, I think this is also maybe... Global recruitment duration, -1 for all units. Speed, +4% for armies. +4 campaign movement range. Okay.
Shaiish on you.
How much will it cost to get level 3? 3,000. Sorry. Get the heap of shiny stuff. Are they going to attack us again? No, they didn't. Okay, good. They might... Do they start with Granite Massif over there as a settlement? Hmm.
We have lives to end.
Okay. And turn again. Just build we'll build a few towers and then we'll take the settlement. We do need to be careful about the Karak Zorn down there. They're at war with us as well. But I don't think they tend to be that aggressive. I have seen them up here before. Not in Death Gorge specifically, but further north.
Spell time.
It's kinda magic. Wandering lone greenskin emerged. He's a shaman, expelled from his previous tribe due to an unfortunate incident with the boss's pet squig. Looking for a new master to serve. Yeah, we've got a Night Goblin Shaman. Tricky. That's nice. Dodgy geezer. Yeah, well. Or a little while. Welcome, you can join the army.
The Dark Convent.
I suppose you can help a little bit. Sneaky stabbings. Or whatever it's called. Okay, and I think we need to wait. We've got Goblin Tinker Crew, but the way the Greenskins tech tree works, we can't get anything else until we get a Tinker's
Scream
building.
for me.
No, we've got 2 of these now. I want to wait on a bit more. It's not like it's going to really help us because our infantry is quite weak anyway. Yeah, whatever. We'll just attack. We'll just attack now with what we've got. Yeah, we even really
weak
need the
shall
battering
fall.
ram to get through the gate. More towers. What are they going to do? Protect my goblins? Oh, yay. I do like the look of those Eshin Skaven Lords. We get some squigs. Fire squigs. That could be something. They probably explode. Would a squig explode if you set it on fire? Now I'm thinking of the Warhammer Online intro cinematic. In that it's got a bright wizard which sets a squig on fire because it's a squig hopper and the goblin was riding inside of its mouth. I don't think you could actually do that in the game. I can't remember. The goblins got... I don't think the goblins got a squig as a mount they could ride. I think they got a wolf as their mount, not a squig. Actually, no, they could. Because there was an ability they had called, like, squig armor, which is, yeah, they would hop into a squig. Yeah. Go here or something. Oh yeah, you 26 are really going to... I'm surprised you 26 can push that thing. Let alone anything else.
Supreme sorceress.
16 in the tower. Great. And you. Okay. Right. This is... I don't know. You lot, you lot, and you. And go over there. Okay, we're gonna have to watch out for the, you know, burrowing ones, but, should be fine. You can just attack. Come on. Deal with all those Skaven on the walls. Ooh, actually. Eh.
Annihilate them.
Dodge that bullet.
Advancing.
I think I want to deal with this warp lightning cannon. There we go.
Sorceress. Dealing death.
How many times do we have to destroy these things? Expendable. Get there. Get there, Lord. Their master assassin. Okay, go there. Actually, no. You can go there. You can go there. And you can go there. Archers, shoot them. Stop them from shooting my mage, please. Or from stabbing my mage. Okay, that's good. You can stop firing now. That might not be a good fight for you, actually, because that is an assassin. The thought did occur. Hello. Stop.
Winds rise. Dark power.
Come on, nom them.
We are not doomed. Take the charge.
Stop, just standing there. Are you attacking that? I did ask you to. Drop that. Drop there. Drop there. There we go. Go up flaming cloak. Go up a fireball. Yeah, I should use my spells a bit more. I think we might have like a high chance of misfiring. We can't just use fire breath because we can't miscast on that. Fire, fire, no, no! Yes, indeed. Fire, fire, no, no.
Foul sorceries.
Ugh. Stupid units getting through the walls and then, like, getting confused whether they're inside and out.
Hecate, guide.
Ah. Go, go! Cannon Drake!
Beyond compare. Supreme sorceress.
Okay, do we have the gates now? We do? Good. No stabbing!
Limitless power. Follow me. Moving fast. Goblins. Where is Karak?
Go on auto fire. You weren't on auto fire? Thank you.
Moving on.
Go and help. Yeah, you are.
Gonna kill her. Me is better than dead.
5. Whole ground, actually. Go. Where's their lord gone? Did he terror out off the battlefield or something? Or is he just being sneaky? Ah, fire! Run away! Now goblins. They're not the most accurate. Oh. How? Boom. Have you all routed yet?
Running. You're the boss.
I am, don't forget it.
Dark sorceress.
Oh, there's it, Lord. Ah! Ow.
Searching. Swiftly.
Go over here. Don't let that Lord shoot you down with their
Enchantress.
missile shots. What's my free stuff? Hmm? What do you mean free stuff? These over here? Or are you talking about something else?
Supreme sorceress.
Okay. These are, powerful spells which I can cast. You call it free stuff. Well, they are free. They don't cost winter magic. However, they do cost, a global resource we have on the campaign map. I think it's like, I don't know, Raging Flame or something like that. To cast 25 for each of them. I think I have about 55 at the moment, so I'm a little hesitant to use them because I don't want to lose any of that, because we lose other bonuses when that gets low. So this one is a buff, and this one summons a unit of fire elementals, which would help. I think I'll wait for a large battle. Since I think it builds rather slowly? No. No, 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 no.
Guided by authority.
I keep forgetting he's got, yeah. Freaking warp throw warp stars.
Druki.
Drookie.
We's better than them.
Who do you think we is?
Fast.
Okay,
Supreme
just
sorceress.
go and attack these guys. He's just sitting there, all on his own.
Druki sorceress.
Ah! There we go. Shattered.
Supreme sorceress.
It's a nice bout of fire breath.
The lad's already.
Let's just fill him full of arrows. Do you have high range? 140 range. Yeah, the fire goblin archers actually have longer range than our normal goblin archers.
Moving fast. Let's fight.
Finding sacrifices.
Come on, fill him full of arrows. And fireballs. Ow. Ow. Ah. You can't dodge this. Like dodging raindrops. There it goes. Boom. Ah. Okay. Decisive victory. There goes Stretch. Go all spear gobbos. 3 of that land dragon thing. Oh, the cannon drake. Hmm. Yeah, I can't recruit the cannon drake at the moment. It's a tier 5 unit, and we don't have access to them. An idea for the future, though. Win with range fire. That is, yeah. There are 3. It's essentially 3 fireballs. It's very nice. They've only got 9 ammunition, though. So 9 volleys, and that's it. But then afterwards, they can go into melee. So. Backed up by the fire goblin. Some units of the Fire Goblin Wolf Riders. Nice. Because I really like those. They're very fast and good for chasing down fleeing units. They're not very tough though, but chasing fleeing units they don't need to be. Yeah, for the moment we just have our goblin units. We do get some other guys. We get like Draconian Guard or something, which are like Saurus, but dragony themed. As well as some... We can actually get units of the Flame Elementals, which are like the Sacred Croxigals. Right, so we'll be able to sit inside of this Karak or whatever it's called. I keep forgetting its name. And build up our strength. And I think we'll have to then build up our army and go south and deal with Karak Zorn. Because we can't let the dwarves sit around there. Being all dwarf-like. And they have gold. And I'm a dragon. We want that gold. All gold belongs to the dragon, it just doesn't know it yet. Does kind of seem like the AI tends to go for the fire goblin units over the other goblins. They've gotten more casualties. "15 kills for our Night Goblin Shaman. Well done. And you only cast one spell during the battle. As I was saying, I think I'm a bit hesitant also for casting the spells of Istarzia because I believe she has a really high chance to miscast currently. If not 100% chance to miscast, which, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to check that. I might have been confused between the items she has. And look at that, their Warp Lightning Cannon didn't get 1 kill. Gutter Runner's got 1 kill. Who'd they kill? I demand to know. Probably a goblin. It doesn't matter. Only 80 losses? Not bad. 136 kills for Istarzia. 54 kills for the Cannon Drake. It didn't get injured that much. Again. That was all melee. It's alright at melee. 62, actually. 145. Ooh. And apparently we're going to get a War. Okay. Let's loot and occupy. And Clan Wars is no more. Okay, so they don't have Granite Massive over there. Let's build up this. Get the boss tent. And I get the idols, so we get more
Supreme sorceress of
growth. You know what? I'm gonna get spread public order on you. And Istarzia. You can get... See, yeah, miscast base chance plus 100%. So, I believe just casting spells normally will cause a miscast. Which actually means that if, with this, I think if we overcast the spell, we'll actually have a chance to not miscast. Because you don't get the miscast base chance minus 50% from just the normal burning head. I think that can be removed or improved upon through abilities. Like this here. Minus 20% miscast base chance. That's another minus 20% there. And that's minus 70%. So. Yeah. Also earthing on top of that. So you'd eventually be able to just cast spells overcast with no worry about you know, miscasting. Oh yeah, we can recruit global units instantly because of this. So this is a resource I can use during a battle, Raging Fire. This generates through characters and battle casualties. It's essentially how angry Istarzia here is, and the more angry she is, the more of this resource we get, and we use this in these abilities here. It also comes with this. Raging Fire is high now. Armies 6% cast campaign movement range, 6% speed. So. And let's see. You and you. There we go. Just fill out the goblin army. And do we get any unique buildings here? No, no. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is the dragon lair cave and all that. So here's the units, like Royal Guard, Draconian Berserkers, like, yeah. Lizardman Dragon Berserkers, Fire Drakes, Razor Edge Drakes, Cannon Drake, and a Dragon Consort. Which is more just a straight up dragon. As well as all the Goblin unit. Fire Elementals, Fire Wolf Riders, and Magma Elementals. Okay, end turn. So, after that, Teotihuacan declares war on the Silver Host. Bowmen of Orion declare war on Necrarch Brotherhood. We finished constructing the idols. And we're in negative.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
Now more expensive.
Spellcaster. Druki Sorceress.
Yeah, just merge some units and disband some units. There we go.
Chosen of Hecate.
How much do I need for level 3? And we'll get that. I don't know how quickly. 3,200. Has Granite Massive got anything in it?
Do you seek?
On it. Now's the time. More ashes for me.
Go and have a look.
Unrestrained.
Okay, end turn. There's a bit of a downside. Being based on the greenskins, we really don't have much of an economy. Okay, have a look at Granite Massif. Ooh, we got an idol carver. Patron occupy a settlement belonging to any of the following enemies of the Red Fangs. Black Crag or Karak. No thanks. Anything in here? Puzzles. Runes and puzzles. Solitude is always desired. Which symbol there's only one of? What's that one? Armor of Gork. Rare. Treasury 1000. Bashed out of the blackest metals of the underground together with the reforged suits of slain stunties, this armor is thick, heavy, and said to be blessed by Gork. Well, he spat on it anyway. Plus 7 armor, plus 30 charge bonus, melee defense plus 5, and ward save 10%. Well,
Unparalleled power.
here you go. 10% ward save on a dragon? Good. Oh, and you went up another level. Presence of the Queen. -3 enemy leadership. Or Ritual of Flame. Summon a Cygor during a battle. That's just an ability too. Or Dragon's Fury. I feel like it's kind of useless getting the ones which improve our melee stats for the moment. I don't know whether this changes. Part of me tells that it is, because if it's caused by a... It feels like if it was caused by a ritual, which the character cast before the campaign started, then eventually it would wear off the weakness, but if there is a way to get rid of it, I don't know. There is. Or whether it's just eventually you get bonuses which negate the penalties of that. Which might be it. Melee defense plus 30. Melee attack plus 10. Melee attack plus 8, Lord's Army. That's actually quite good. Summoning cycles is useful, though. Especially for, possibly using against the dwarves. Crushing them under rocks would be nice. Are these, like... Well, let's get this. Does that add over there? Or is that an ability you have? Yeah, okay.
Sorceress of the dark.
So there it is.
goblins.
Okay, it adds it to your abilities. You went up a level. Tricky. Well done. Get sneaky stabbing. Always good. Okay, and turn. Yeah, I've got a bit of a problem of holding territories because we have a -2 to our public order as a faction penalty. I suppose because we're having to scare the greenskins into doing what we say.
Limitless power.
Let me see. I want to go south before I do anything else. Karak Zorn's got gold in it, and we get...
All-powerful sorcerer.
I think we get something which increases the amount of resources we get for gold. Oh, no, that's not it. We get a building. We get a 4th level of the gold resource building.
All-powerful.
So... Go there. if you leave, it's going to be quite negative.
Who seeks me?
Go and take Granite Massive. You may as well take it before anyone over here does. It's empty. Oh. The remnants. Okay, we just examined a land encounter. Those who escaped. Movement range and 500 treasure. Okay. Also, Granite Massive will give me another slot to build a order control building in. Public order building in. Or obedience? Yeah, it's obedience for greenskins.
What is your dark purpose?
Sod it.
Dark Cirrus.
Colonize! There we go. Okay. Yeah, cap ruckus. And build that. Okay. Yeah, get the totem pole.
Now.
Just go down here to see whether there's any dwarves coming towards us.
Do you take me for a wizard?
No, there is a bunch of armies there though. That's kind of worrying. I suppose we could afford to lose Mount Arachnos. Okay, what do you want? You demand a payment. Trespassers against lost offenders. Really? Where? No. That's not going to overcome your natural aversion to us. I wonder if everyone's got an aversion to us. Yeah, I wonder if our diplomacy is just like the greenskins. Thrund hold fast, move south. Okay, that's fine. And we're going for time. Oh, okay, nearly up. Well, where you get strict, that's good. Knight and ability long stabbers. We get another goblin, another hero, goblin big boss. Yay! I mean,
Cruel
thanks.
sorceress. Forbidden magic.
For forcing more things on me. My upkeep is suffering again. What can we get with you? Okay, well, come back here. You get order, public order. There you get cleanse corruption.
Just go.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Okay. Might be nice if we had unique heroes, which had like, or they could get an ability where it's like, I don't know, blessed by the dragon, which gave them the flaming attacks and all that for the heroes. Quite nice.
Your desire?
Yep, just sit around here again. Enter. A lot of building up. Actually, not that building up. Much building up. We got rid of clan wars. It was a fair big deal. So big, I actually forgot about it. And now we just have to build up this region. Try and hold this, and then, we're in a bit of a stronger position. Go and attack the dwarves. What am I going to want to attack the dwarves with? Armor piercing. I would like some of our draconian units, but they're quite expensive. I'm gonna have to use some of our magic, I think, against the dwarves to be able to really kick them around.
What do you seek?
Because I don't think goblins are going to cut it. We're going to need some of these, because they're armor piercing. 400 upkeep, though. Royal Guard, 387. They're halberds. I mean, the Horde here can support one of them. Get a pile of shiny stuff. Upgrade Granite Massive.
Supreme Sorceress of Grand.
Corruption's going down really slowly. Compared to how much we've got. Yeah. Let's see. Sneaky Stealing, Vindictive Glare, Itchy Nuisance. Vocal Fixer. Get Itchy Nuisance. That's nice.
What you want?
Chosen of Hecate.
What does Obsidian do for us? Ah, no. We don't get the trade resource because we're greenskins.
Druki Cirrus.
I feel like they'd use it to make better weapons.
Traveling. Ever onward.
Let's go here.
Process it.
What do you think of us? Neutral. You don't care.
Powerful sorceress.
Okay, eventually... let's see. Corruption's -3 still. Provincial stability is -4. So I'll get to -1. I'll be able to keep control of it if Tricky is in here.
Let's go. Now. Boss.
Go down here. Just, again, have a look whether there's any dwarves coming towards us.
Mork says what?
Don't think
Okay,
so.
that's fine. No, what are you going to do? Oh. It was inevitable. We haven't even met each other, have we? How did we meet each other? Is one of your regions bordering the mountains here? Do we just know about you from the beginning of the game? We might. Okay, let's see. 2 turns for that. 12 turns to get that level.
Who seeks me?
I feel like I should get rid of this, just so that we can get idols. Grow it a bit faster.
All powerful sorceress.
No, I will not shame my plan.
Let's see. If we get to level 3... Probably just raid the dwarves so that we're getting some income.
Begone.
They could attack us if I do that, though.
Forbidden magic.
Okay. Well, end turn again. It's just ending turns while we wait for our settlements to build up. I think I'll wait until Karak Orud has gotten up to, is at least leveling up to level 3. I don't know. Then I might call it. We'll see. Depends whether the dwarves end up attacking us. Or I could just sit here for a while. Also, whether the last defenders, since they're now at war with us, they might be coming towards us. Oh, that's going to be fun. $3,000 gold for chaos corruption. Compete with the Skaven corruption. It's only for 5 turns. More money.
Your dark purpose. Feel my power.
Mr. Stabby! Hawk's will.
Okay,
The one's ready.
that's fine. And turn again. It actually gives me a bit of a buffer with my income. I could recruit a bunch of units, go into the negative, attack the dwarves, and then, right. I know we can survive a few turns with a negative income. Let's see.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Granite Massive. We can get something here now. Now, would I want walls? 2 more turns till we get enough for that.
Me, move.
Go over here. Tell me if there's any lizards. Going. Silver Host is actually doing a fair bit here. Can we be allies?
King, you are stood before me alive, for I despise the taste of your fell blood. So speak.
Yeah, thanks.
I veto this.
Land of the Scarab Swarm.
Never. Now. You come here in desperation, yes? I will. I hunt. Man-sleep wanes, and more sleep waxes. Of course. Insolence!
Red Fang?
Go on then. Spit it out, so.
Damage good. I accept.
We gonna shake hands then? Yeah.
I accept. Across me and I'll destroy you. Okay, let's make some buddies. Yeah, got a watchtower. And turn. And then one more turn after that, and we'll start upgrading Karak Orud so that we can start off the next session with a bit more, well, you know, our buildings being finished and all that. Did it actually finish this turn? No, that would be the, what's it called? The, money pile. Last defenders declare war on the Silver Host. Maybe the Silver Host will be more interested in a treaty now.
Man-sleep wanes, and most definitely.
I accept your terms, Orc. Should you fail, then your body is mine to take. I don't know why the greenskins make that good undead. Something in my head is telling me that there's lore about their bodies decomposing too quickly or something. Mount Arachnos.
What do you see?
Go here. Just go in there.
What is
There we
your
go.
dark purpose?
One more turn. And turn. Well, I didn't really want you to move all the way over there, but oh well. Is there any lizards? Doesn't look like it. And there. Okay, so we can start upgrading this.
Spell tide.
You can move back to maintain public order. Get the heap of shiny stuff also. And
Mother of the Dark Convent. Powerful enchantress.
get that and that. End turn. And then on the next turn, we'll call it for this session. Ah, pretty successful first session. I think we've managed to maintain control of our regions. Bloody Crag, Black Crag, Confederate Bloody Spears. And after this, we're going to have to take the fight to the dwarves, which I feel is going to take a fair bit of magic to do. Or should I wait until we get some of our more powerful draconic units? That would certainly help a lot. We're not restricted also just to these goblin spears. We could get some backstabbing goblins. Yeah, what are they called? Sneaky gits. Yeah. They're nasty skulkers, these guys. Which are alright. I think they'd have even less leadership when we recruit them. Oh, that actually generates income. Okay. And it increases obedience. Hey, how about that? That's actually quite tempting to get. For those reasons. So this would actually... We would only need this level and this to be able to support one unit of draconian berserkers.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
But yes, I think we will call it there for tonight for the what's it called? Burning Tide? I keep forgetting what the faction's called. Rise of the Dragons. I think it's what it's called. Yeah, Rise of Dragons by Belisarian. Quite good so far. I like the Lord. We'll be seeing more of the units later on though. So yeah. Still things being added to it, I think. Belisarian has been putting up images of some of the spell effects we're working on for these. Yes, ooh, Raging Fire is maximum now. Army spells. Elemental Army, Brilliant Fire, and Avatar of Fire. That's a new one.
My power.
Yeah, here we go. Bombardment spell. Duration is 5 seconds. Targets itself. Transforms into Unstoppable Avatar of Fire. Health and fatigue are restored. Innate abilities replaced. That's nice. So you can just use your fire breath and then cast this and use them again. As body is overloaded with power, it's tearing itself apart. Ah, yes, I believe it hurts you. There are things you can't fight. Acts of God. You see a hurricane coming, you have to get out of the way. But when you're in an avatar form, suddenly you can fight the hurricane. You can win. It's quite cool. Plus 8% campaign movement range. Plus 8% speed for all armies. And global recruitment duration -2 turns for all units.
Dark magic.
That's quite nice. So if these, depending on how many turns these take, yeah, it'd actually help us recruit the more powerful units, basically wherever we go. Anyway, I did save. Yes, I did. That will be it for this first session of Rise of Dragons. Pretty cool. Or pretty hot. More appropriately, pretty hot. I think also with that Avatar of Flame, it changes the model effect on the dragon. Istarzia? It is, I keep forgetting the name. So that'll be something to see as well. Anyway, that will be it for Warhammer 2 Total War for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me for the next one.